Now in the past, I've done a lot of videos on what to do for estrogen dominance. But in this video, we're going to talk about what to do if you are low on estrogen. Okay, let's say you're postmenopausal or you just have low estrogen. These are some of the symptoms: hot flashes, thinning hair, breast atrophy, vaginal dryness, depression, UTIs, loss of collagen. So you do not want to do a low-fat diet. You want to do the ketogenic diet. That's a higher fat diet. Cholesterol is needed to make estrogen. All right, number 2, boron. This is a trace mineral, which is very, very important in maintaining normal cholesterol levels. And boron will just help balance estrogen, whether it's too high and needs to come down or too low and needs to be brought up. All right, herbal remedies that will increase estrogen: black cohosh, fennel, wild yam, and a very special herb from Thailand, Pereria mirifica. All right, next thing is fasting in a low-carb diet. Why? Because fasting and a low-carb diet lower insulin. Now, what's the relationship? Insulin will increase androgens in a female body and indirectly lower estrogen. So if you eat very frequently and you do a lot of snacks and you do on a high-carb diet, that's going to lower your estrogen. All right, next one is vitamin E. Why is that so important? Because out of all the glands in your body, the pituitary needs a lot of vitamin E, especially after menopause. So if you're deficient in vitamin E, you may not produce the hormones that signal the ovaries and the adrenal to make estrogen. If you're going to get vitamin E, make sure it's not just a synthetic version. You want the tocopherol and tocotrienol complex together. This can actually greatly help someone. Next thing is adjust your stress levels. If you have high levels of stress, you have high levels of cortisol. That is a hormone that will just shut this right down. Because realize that during menopause, the adrenal glands are supposed to back up the ovaries. They make the same hormones, but just in smaller amounts. So if your adrenal glands are already stressed and weakened going into menopause, everything's going to be magnified. And the same part of the gland in the adrenals that make cortisol also make estrogen. So the bottom line is lowering your stress is going to help you make more estrogen because the adrenal glands will be able to work better. And lastly, you have to adjust your exercise and make sure you're not overtraining. If you're exercising too much and you're not recovering, that alone will shut down estrogen. So the key is making sure you're sleeping well, making sure you're recovering, and make sure you don't overtrain. Some people do very well on 1 to 2 workouts a week, and as soon as they do 3 or even 4, their body's breaking down, they're constantly sore, and their estrogen will plummet. All right, there you go. These are the things that can help you increase your estrogen levels. So if you want more knowledge on how to create a healthy body, subscribe now and get daily notifications.